Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, and on a positive note, in the wake of all the negativity floating around, a message from Eminem Stunt double on Good Guy sparked reactions on Twitter recently, and this one reinforces what many Eminem associates have said about him through the years. And we also have more drama surrounding the halftime show that's brought out all kinds of takes so far, from takes centered on Eminem's appearance to more linked to lyrics, and this is today's focus, as Dre, Snoop, and Eminem were dragged into a recent NFL controversy, and we'll get to more on this in a bit. But before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So this popped up on Twitter recently. The guy that did some stunts for Eminem for Good Guy music video, such kind words, and it goes: I've been a stuntman as well as an actor in film and television for 12 years, and getting the opportunity to stunt double Eminem truly was the highlight of my entire career and a dream come to fruition. As a guy that was born in Detroit, I grew up listening to M's music starting in 1996. I was pretty much given a 0% chance by most of ever working professionally in film and television for a living. But you know what I do? Put on an Eminem album and train like crazy at my craft, knowing I would one day make my dream a reality through hard work and determination. M's story was so inspiring, not to only myself but millions of others around the world, so much so that his story gave hope and motivation to those that may not have had any before. The thought process was, if M can come up and make his dreams come true, then so can I. On set, he legitimately was one of the nicest, funniest, and most professional people I've ever had the honor to work with, and I will never forget this opportunity for the rest of my life. 313 Love, Matt Philibin. And this sparked reactions like, I love how everybody that works with Eminem always had such awesome things to say about him as both a professional and a person. And another user added, even with all the hate Eminem gets, words like this make it all worth it. He gets prejudged because of his lyrics, mostly by those who actually don't care to listen to his music for the most part. They're usually first in line when, in quotes, controversial lyrics pop up. In a way similar to Dave Chappelle's stand-ups, they snip out a segment, separate it from the art, and take it out of context, and the art is used to represent real life and demonize them. A great example of this was the Manchester incident, when in real life, Eminem helped raise millions for the victims, but wordplay on unaccommodating sparked outrage and got more coverage than what he did in real life. And this is linked to our next topic at hand. And following the controversy surrounding former NFL head coach Jon Gruden, this blew up on Twitter. Wonder if anyone at the NFL offices has ever listened to a Dre, Snoop, or Eminem album and compared them to Gruden's emails? Can't wait for Super Bowl halftime. Someone might drop 16 bars in support of Ice Chucky. Crook already shared his thoughts on this, but before we get to his reaction, this sparked debates as expected. Dude, rap is rap, the NFL is the damn NFL, one user states, to which another responded, they are performing the halftime show, the NFL leaked emails to get Gruden out and protect the shield, but it's okay for offensive lyrics during their biggest game? Another one, rap is an art form, Eminem has spoken on his lyrics so many times, how you're comparing the two things is absurd, which got this response. So if I paint something that promotes bigotry, it's art? It's funny how this doesn't apply to certain art forms. I mean, Squid Game is the biggest show in the world right now, and I don't see the writers and directors coming under fire for the violence on display. It reminds me of the idiotic video games caused violence debates decades ago. That's been buried, and we need the same to happen to music ASAP. I mean, sales of 9 Inch Nails hit record numbers as millions of people around the world needed some to put in their eyelids after Eminem dropped My Name Is. And jokes aside, some have expanded on linking the halftime show to Gruden's emails with, I guess I forgot when all these guys were head coaches, can you remind us? And one user added, this man's really comparing how someone acts in the workplace to art, stupidity at its finest. And word was brought to Crook as usual these days on Twitter. Crook, this man trying to cancel the halftime show, and Crook responded, the internet is open to everybody, shake my freaking head. On a side note, many fans on the internet call for a relapse tour or an album similar to that subject matter, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on the magnitude, the fallout an album like that could cause in 2021. Based on so many failed cancellation attempts, Eminem believes no one really gets cancelled on social media. A similar statement was made by Dave Chappelle, where he insinuated that social media is not a real place since they've been immune. But will a relapse to a kind of album or a raw MMLV3 top album change that in 2021? Songs filled with bars straight out of Medicine Man, Unaccommodated, and more. In fact, throw in that song that they thought went too far on Kamikaze into the mix. Share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.